All right, so some of you guys asked me to do a video on how to install what I did to install the light, so I thought I'd make a quick video on it. Um, I noticed that my light over here does have an issue about right here. Looks like it comes on before the rest of it does, but so there may be an issue with the lights. But at night they look good. In the day it looks all right. So I'll show you how to do the right side. So this is the LED strip I used. I'll put a link in the video. We'll point this side out. It's got two sides of tape. I only use one side. I just left the blue on the other side. The only issue I have with it is the small wires. These are pretty small. So what I'm gonna use is I'm gonna use these kind of connectors here. These things work great. It goes over the wire, and you just plug in your metal connector inside that. I don't really care for these because you can't remove them. These are removable. So what I did was strip back a little bit extra wire. If you use the 10 gauge solid, it fits perfect around that, and you won't hit any other wires. You can pull that out. And then I already cut the tip off of the red one. The red one is the white light. I'm not going to use it. And then I just shrink tube this just for safety, and then you can just pinch the end of it if you want. Yeah. Okay. And I'll use this for the small wire, and then I'll use this to pinch that over the existing wires, and you just pinch it like that. And then I'll use this one for the crimp for the red one. I'm using the red one because of the small wire, and what I'll do is I'll strip this back, fold it over so it'll be double the size when I stick it in there. It'll help hold it better. So I'm gonna crimp these connectors onto the wires. I already got two of them on there. This is the one you're going to be using, the white with the blue stripe, and then the brown is the parking lights, and then the black is the common. Just put this thing around it like that, and then squeeze this. And it snaps on like that. They're a nice way to connect everything. Then you'll put your male connector inside there. That works pretty good. And on the print here, if you can see, hopefully you can see this, right hand turn signal. So you got the black is the common side. Your brown wire is going to be your parking lights because they're tied together down here. And then the white with light blue will be your turn signal. And on the left side will be the light green and white wire. Alright, you're going to push your wires up through here, and it's going to come out the housing where you push your bulb in. The housing around is about that big, so you got plenty of room to get this wire out through there. And then just push it in there as best you can without taking the tape off, and just lay it there for now. And what we're going to do is hook it up first, test it, make sure everything works, because you want it to work before you cut it. Because when you cut it, you may have an issue like I have on the other side, where this side lights up the same time as this does, but this part still works. The other side, I had some shielded male connectors, and they just didn't have a long enough barrel on it for the wires to catch. So, all right, so I'm gonna hook them up black on black. And then the yellow wire is the turn signal. That's gonna go to the white with blue on it. So this is why you want to test it before you put it in permanently. First I thought it was defective because this last part right here is not lighting up. And what it's causing that is the flasher's not staying on long enough to go all the way to the end. But it works out good because I'm going to be cutting it about right here anyway. So what you need to do is clean the bottom of the lenses with some alcohol so this tape will stick good, and then stick a small screwdriver up in there to push it up onto the light housing there. I got it off and I got it started in here. I'm just taking a small screwdriver to push it up on the lens. I'm just going to pull a little bit off at a time. I kind of want this thing hidden back there a little bit, so, and it kind of glows up into the lens when it turns on. So I just use a screwdriver to put it up on there. Works pretty good. Just don't want to use a big screwdriver, you'll scratch up your paint. But I'm only going to go to about, or I'm going to go to right here, and then I'm going to trim this thing. I'm going to point out a mistake I just made so you know that you don't make the same mistake. When I put this up, I put it up this way, not knowing that the LEDs were all facing down. You don't want them to face down, you want them to face up. So I took this back out, I turned it around. Since I ruined the tape on that side, I'm gonna refeed this through, refeed the LEDs through, so I can use the good tape and use the side with the bigger side. This side looks like it's supposed to make it look glowing instead of just LEDs themselves. So I just got to feed it back through. So when you get to the end and put your cap on, you need to gently pry this down a little bit to get some room to put that in there, because you want it hidden. Push it up in there a little more. Come on, go in there. And take a screwdriver gently, and don't hit your paint, and it'll stick up there. All right. So I have a little dead section right there. I'm not too happy with. It might have been from when I bent it. It might have been one from when I cut it. So